Hello again, I'm back with some more information for you for this week. Today we're going to be working on our problem-solving investigation. This lesson is designed to be used toward the end of the lesson to kind of check and see that we've learned some new strategies and techniques from the lessons that we've done before this. So I figured I'd go ahead and work through a couple of parts of this so that you'll be ready to do it on your own. The first question is asking us about reasonable answers. We need to make sure that our answer makes sense. So we have Star, who won 4 tickets at family game night. Susie won 5 times as many tickets. Is it reasonable to say that they won 24 tickets altogether? So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at what we know, okay? That's step number 1 and understand. So we know that Star won 5 tickets, and we know that Susie won 5 times as many as Star. So here's Star. She won 4 tickets, and we know that Susie won 5 times as many as Star. So Susie actually won 20. So what do we need to find? Well, we need to find the total number of tickets altogether. So we know that Star won 4 and Susie won 20 because Susie won 5 times as many as Star did. So the first thing we were going to do was do our 5 times 4, which we did. That's 20. And now we need to make sure we do the second step of the problem. We now know how many tickets each person has earned, but we need to know how many they earned together. So we're going to take the answers to those 2 problems and we're going to add them together. And that's going to give us our answer. So once we do that, our 4 groups of 5 here are Susie's, that's the 20. The 4 that Star earned are here. And together, that's 24. So we know that the girls won 24 tickets, and that's going to be your answer for both of these blanks. Does our answer make sense? Well, it does, because we know how many Star won because the problem told us. And then it said that Susie made 5 times as many as Star. So we started with Stars, we multiplied by that by 5, we ended up with 20. And then to find out how many they had all together, we added those 2 numbers. So that's definitely a reasonable answer. Let's go ahead and check on the back here. We have Dason delivering 283 newspapers each week. Lisa delivers 302 newspapers each week. Is 400 a reasonable estimate for the number of newspapers they deliver each week altogether? Something I noticed when I was reading that was the word estimate. So we know we're not going to have an exact answer. We can find an estimate, something close to. So step number 1 is what facts do we know? Well, we know that Dason delivers 283. And we know that Lisa delivers 302. So because the problem asks us to be thinking about an estimate, I'm already thinking in my head, how can I estimate these numbers? For the second part of part 1, we need to find out how many newspapers they delivered altogether. So that's going to be our question here. What's our plan? Well, if we're talking about making an estimate, let's go ahead and use rounding to help us. Let's take a look at these 2 numbers, and I think I'm just going to round to the hundreds place. So 283 rounds to 300, and 302 also rounds to 300. Now, if I want to know how many they delivered all together, I'm going to be doing an addition problem. So I would be adding together those 2 estimates that I just made. So 300 plus 300 is 600. So we've done our estimate to solve that problem, which could fit right in here. And then for step number 4, if I want to check it, well, we know our estimates are good. We used rounding to help us. In the original problem, they asked if 400 was a reasonable answer. Well, I don't think that 400 is a very reasonable answer because when we rounded, and we're not too far off these numbers, we ended up with 600, which was a lot more than 400. So do we feel like that was a reasonable answer? No, I don't think it really was. And that would be part of just check yourself answer down here. Does your answer make sense? We can say no, that 400 is not a reasonable estimate because our estimate was so much larger than that. So as always, if you need additional help with this, you can get a hold of me, mvaw123@gmail.com. Talk to you soon.